guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. So today I am sitting down and I am going to tell you 32 reasons why I love Taylor Swift. And I decided to upload this for her 32nd birthday, which I can't believe I'm saying. I cannot believe Taylor Swift is turning 32. If you guys are watching this on December 13th, then it's her actual birthday. But if you're watching this after, yeah, global superstar Taylor Swift is 32 now. Where did time go? She's still that curly-haired, blonde 18-year-old to me in my head. Time truly did move too fast. So, I compiled a list. This was more difficult than I thought because narrowing down 32 reasons why I love Taylor was really difficult. And I honestly didn't think it was going to be that difficult, but I was like, it's difficult because truly she is the best. These are in no particular order, but for number one, I did want to say I fell in love with her music but stayed because of who she is. And that is truly a statement that has resonated with me when Taylor got Woman of the Year for Billboard a couple years ago. Actually, it was 2014. Gina, she is a big Taylor Swift fan. She actually was the one who gave Taylor the award, and that was in her speech, and that is something that has just stuck with me because I fell in love with her because of a song named Love Story. And all of a sudden, as soon as I heard Love Story, I just wanted to know more about Taylor Swift. I just wanted to know who she was as a person. I remember after elementary school, I would spend so much time, like my hours, my after school computer time would be spent watching Taylor Swift interviews. Like that's what I dedicated my time to. I watched her on America's Got Talent, like doing like a guest thing with Julie Irwin. And I watched her sing Teardrops on My Guitar live. I watched her performances on like the CMA Awards, CMT Awards. Like I just wanted to know everything about this girl that I could. But through the years, she's remained my constant and my rock because of who she is as a person. And I truly love her so much for everything she's done for me. She's always stayed genuine is number two. And it's never been she got this fame and she changed who she was. If you go back and watch her interviews, yes, she's grown up, but she has not changed her attitude and her regards to this has been her dream for so long, and she still can't believe that she's doing it. She is the most genuine. Like, you see a lot of people become, you know, like they expect continued success, and she truly has just always remained genuine to herself, and that's so humbling to see as a fan. And when I met her, she was truly so genuine, and what makes me so attached to her is she's never changed. Like I said, she grew up, but she didn't change, and when I met her, she didn't take her eyes off me the whole entire time. Like, it wasn't like, here's another fan, time to, like, get this over with. Like, it was like, take your time, tell me what you need to tell me. Number three is she goes out of her way to make her fans feel special. She's done this for me. She's done this for many other people. She's sent Christmas presents to fans, which I was a recipient of. She's asked to meet people at her shows. She's invited people to her house to listen to her albums early. Like, what the heck? What other artist does that? She's contributed to so many fans, like GoFundMes. She's always searching and seeking out new ways to make us feel special. You know, even if it's doing a premiere for her All Too Well short film. It just blows my mind. She's interested in watching us grow up, and she wants to be involved in our lives. Yes, this is true. After I met her, she still checked up on me, like, all the time. Like, it was never like, okay, well, okay, you're off the list now, like, bye. Like, she truly wanted to know what was going on in my life. Like, she knew that I used my yearbook quote, hold on to the memories and they will hold on to you. I met her in 2015 and I graduated high school in 2018, so that was really special, and she's done that for so many fans, and I love that so much about her. Number five is her vulnerability. The most recent scenario could be her All Too Well short film, the All Too Well 10-minute version. I know that that song was incredibly difficult for her to write because it was so vulnerable. And it was vulnerable for her to do the delicate music video, in my opinion. Like, the You Must Like Me for Me, like, being so, you saw in that music video, I remember when it came out, my mom and I were, like, so sad for Taylor, because, like, she was trying to get recognized, and she was trying to go out of her way to be recognized by these people, but in the end she found her person. Like, you can see her smiling when she walks into that dive bar. But truly, that leads me to another one that I have later on in my list. But her vulnerability, if you watch like the Long Pond studio sessions, you'll see her being just vulnerable and understanding of so many situations. And if you watch Miss Americana, she opens up about a lot. And I don't know, it just, I love how vulnerable she is and how open she is with us. Of course, we don't know everything about her life, and we never will, but it makes me feel closer to her that she's so vulnerable. And it's not easy to be vulnerable. Her ability to make me feel close to her in any situation. Now, this is true. This alone could bring me to tears because back in September, I haven't talked about this at all, but I was actually involved in a car accident, and I was wearing a Fearless necklace. Something that morning just told me to put on that Fearless necklace, and I put on that Fearless necklace this morning, and hours after my accident, I looked down and I was like, oh my god, no freaking way. I was wearing that Fearless necklace. And it's just the small things like that that get you through the most difficult situations. Like, I truly believe that that was there to comfort me in one of the most difficult situations of my life. And it wasn't my fault what happened, but it was really difficult to go through. And I leaned on her, as I always do. And I just found that to be very significant, that I had that on. Fearless is not being unafraid, but it's you jumping anyways, you standing up for yourself. And, yeah, it was very eye-opening and touching to look down and see that around my neck after something so hard for me. And that brings me to my next one, which is she is my comfort person. I've gone through a lot. I've gone through losses and friendships, and Taylor, she always shows up in time. Like, I'm not kidding you. Last December, I actually went through a really bad friendship breakup. I guess that's what you'd call it. And she dropped Evermore that same week. And I'm pretty sure she wrote Happiness about my life. And it's just situations like that where you just feel so connected and so drawn to her. And it's truly just like, oh my god, like, I can't believe, like, it's just, it brings me, like, I'm speechless right now. She truly is my comfort person, and good and bad. Like, I could be in the happiest mood and I'd be like, time to turn up the serotonin, like Taylor Swift, like, and sometimes I'll just watch her interview and, like, laugh and laugh and laugh, like, just go back and, like, watch her old stuff, and, or recent stuff, it doesn't matter, or, like, watch her TikToks, or, like, watch her vlog, the list goes on and on. She truly is my comfort person, and in good and bad situations, which it's really important to have that person in your life. She gives me something to look forward to. So, you know, with college and life in general, things can get repetitive, things can get, you know, stressful, but it seems like Taylor Swift has always made it so, oh my gosh, I have this to look forward to. Like, she's releasing Red Taylor's version, or I haven't said this in 2 years, but oh my gosh, like, I get to fly to New York to see her, I get to fly to, you know, Arizona to see her, or oh my gosh, she's gonna be on Good Morning America, or, you know, it's the simple things. Like, even like her birthday, I'm like, oh my gosh, It's December 13th. Tomorrow's a Monday. I'm filming this the night before, but tomorrow's a Monday, December 13th, but like I couldn't care less that it's a Monday because it's Taylor Swift's birthday. You know what I mean? So, she's given me some of my best friends. This is true. I, during the Speak Now era, was really quiet. I kept to myself. I celebrated Taylor on my own, but during the Red era, I was like, hey, I'm here. You know, I was a part of the fandom, but like I wasn't online yet. And then I met my friend Alexis, which I still talk to today, and Natalie and Emma. They are my best friends. Like, sincerely, I don't know what I would do without them, and I don't know who I would be without them. And it's so heartwarming to have people in your life that are similar to you and can celebrate Taylor with you, because for the longest time, like in middle school, I was bullied pretty bad for liking Taylor, but I never let that stop me. But it's so beautiful to see and be able to like scream about like, oh my gosh, she's doing this, like she looks so good, like oh my gosh, the way she said this in this song, or you know, like-minded people. Love them. So the next one is she meets her fans for free. Taylor Swift could charge thousands of dollars and have people spend that to meet her, but she chooses not to. She chooses that she wants to pick out the fans that she wants to meet, and she wants to meet everybody and create opportunities as much as possible to meet her fans, the ones who have had her back. She's just as excited to meet her fans as they are to meet her. I love this. Really, when I met her, she was wearing like 6-inch heels, and she came flying to me, and she came running, and she was like, Rachel, my buddy. Like, she was genuinely so excited to like meet me. She's like, I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy we're finally meeting. Like, she just matched the excitement, and oh my gosh, it just, I love her so much. I love her so much. She has taught me that it's okay to try and repair things, but it's also okay to let go of the toxicity. And I relate this to Folklore and Evermore. So Folklore is like trying to repair those broken situations, and then Evermore is about letting go of those toxic things and letting yourself grow and letting yourself acknowledge that you deserve more. And I think that those albums came out at the perfect time in my life, when things started to go south with this friendship. It was like in October, and I was really leaning on Folklore. And then it ended in December, and I really, underlined, really leaned on Evermore for that support and that strength. Like, there is such an underlying strength in Evermore that I think needs to be talked about more. How she just has like this, there will be happiness after you, but there was happiness because of you. Like, the whole situation wasn't toxic, but it became toxic. But you're able to find yourself after those hard situations and those toxic situations, and like, you deserve more. And I think that is one of the main lessons I have learned truly from Taylor. Alright, how articulate she is when she speaks. This woman isn't just like, okay, so I wrote this song about this guy and this girl. They met in a coffee house, like, and then they like had a relationship and they broke up. You know, like, she's gonna tell you, like, it was 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. in your car, windows down, you pass my street, the memories start. Like, she's like, or I wrote this song about, you know, I saw my ex in a dream, and he kept showing up at my house, and all that would come out of her mouth was, stay. Like, and that's, oh, good Lord. Like, I literally love this woman so much. Like, could ramble forever. I'm trying to keep these short so I don't, like, drive you guys insane. But, yeah, like, and how, oh my God, like, English teacher Taylor Swift. Like, this woman has taught me so many new words, like illicit, clandestine, like who, like you're so articulate, and like your storytelling, ma'am, is off the charts. And I can't even. How she seems to be so excited and gives her all into interviews, etc. She's not just sitting there like, here we go again. Like, she's just like so happy with whatever she's doing and whatever she's promoting, and like you can tell she just wants to be there. Like, after all these years, she's not like, time to go on Jimmy Fallon again. Like, her energy, I think her energy is just so magnetic, and it's so beautiful. The way she is always so excited and so ready and eager to do something new and talk to us, and just love her. The next one I have on my list is, she's taught me it's okay to be myself despite what anyone else thought. And honestly, this was a big message in Delicate. Delicate by Taylor Swift actually means a ton to me as a fan. And so when Delicate came out, I was in this class and we had this project, but nobody really took it seriously. But like, it was like a big project, and it was something like, when I'm told to do something, or like, you know, I'm on a mission and it was right up my alley, like, and it was an advanced class too. I take initiative, and nobody else was taking initiative. Nobody else thought it was serious. But they didn't like how, I guess, they didn't like the fact that I wasn't like the rest of them. But I got on the management team and I pushed through. But I remember when Delicate came out that they would literally like sit behind me and like badmouth me about how, like, why is she trying to be like the goody-goody? But like, genuinely, I was just interested in the project and I wanted to do well on it and stuff like that. And I remember, like, it just taught me, like, it's okay to be yourself. Like, you must like me for me. Like, you're going to have those people in your life that are going to not like what you're doing. But there's also going to be people in your life who are going to, they're going to love you for whatever you decide to do. And those people are the ones you hold very, very close to your heart. And, you know, even in middle school, yeah, was I bullied in the locker room of gym because I like Taylor Swift? Yeah. Did I stop loving her? No, I didn't. I didn't. Not for 1 second. I just said, you know what? It's okay. It's okay because I have Taylor. So, she never expects continued success. I truly love this about Taylor. Like, she's like always so shocked. Like, when she won Folklore Album of the Year at the Grammys, like, she genuinely acted so shocked, and it was precious. Like, she was not expecting that. Like, you're global superstar Taylor Swift. You're precious. I love you. Never stop being you. After all these years, she still gets excited to win awards. The same thing, but like kind of different. She doesn't expect all these albums to sell well or her to, you know, get nominated, but like, she's just genuinely, like, even when All Too Well went #1, the 10-minute version, she was so excited and she wasn't expecting it. You could just tell, like, she was like, what? Like, what? I love her so much. So, her passion for everything that she loves. Her cats. Friends. You know, you can just tell when she loves something because she's so enthusiastic about it. Literally me about Taylor Swift. But like, you know what I mean. Like, I love her love for cats. I love her love for friends. Like, girl, I get it. Girl, I get it on both. But like, her enthusiasm and her passion and the way she like talks and gets all smiley, and like, she's always smiley. Like, but like, you know what I mean. Like, it's just infectious. Like, she just, she makes you want to love cats even more than you usually do, you know? Like, my cat, love her to death, but like, Taylor Swift makes you want to, like, you know, go to the 10th degree to love your cat. I just put down her personality, to be honest. Like, she has such a beautiful, beautiful personality. She is goofy, she's sassy, she's sweet, she's genuine. She's so engaging in conversations. Literally name somebody with a better personality. I give you 5 seconds. Okay, yeah, I can't either. How she changes musical directions but remains the same with her songs. Meaning, country, pop, rock, folk. Ma'am, she can do it all. She's the jack of all trades, but the storytelling's the same. Like, she's not like, oh, because, like, I went pop from country, like, the songs aren't the same. Or, like, you know, she's always been so talented at telling a story. And that is what I love. Like, you do whatever you want. Write me a beautiful ballad. Write me a pop song. Like, give me some serotonin. Give me a slow ballad. You're still going to tell the story right. So, how she knows that fans always have her back and she's come back for them. Now, this one could actually make me cry. In 2016, when she got all that backlash, she knew that the fans had her back. She only came back because of her fans, and it actually brings me to tears to think that she was thinking about not coming back after that, if anybody even wanted to hear her stuff anymore. But we sold out those stadiums for Reputation Stadium tour, and she was like, the show wouldn't happen if you guys didn't want to come. And that is so true. Like, she's always known that we have her back. And like in 2016 when I saw her at Formula One, the car race, we had no idea that she was thinking about maybe never coming back. And that actually, she came back for us though. And she wanted to continue to share her life. And that will move me to tears. So I'm going to move on to the next one. She wears her heart on her sleeves and keeps the ones who love her close. Yeah. She is you can tell, she's one of those people who, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you can just tell when she loves hard. Like, if you give Taylor Swift 50% of yourself, you're going to get 100,000 back. Like, she is just a genuine soul, and she's had so many friends for so long, like Abigail and Selena, just to name like a couple. And it just makes me so happy that, like, even her family, you can tell she is so close, like with her mom, and that's beautiful to me. And you can tell that she's wary of like who she has in her circle, but when you are in her circle, she's gonna love you so much, and I love that so much. She's sympathetic of others no matter what or who they are or what experiences they've had in their life. If you listen to her Long Pond studio sessions for Folklore, if you listen to the way she describes This Is Me Trying, she talks about how hard it is for some people to even, you know, get up, or how they could take the wrong road but they backed up and they decided to drive away. Or, you know, there's so many different scenarios in people's lives that we don't know what everybody's going through, but you can sympathize and be there for them. And I love that about her. Just because she's a pop star, she doesn't hold herself on this pedestal above everybody else. She truly immerses herself in everybody else's lives and wants to be present, and I love that. The way she's a pop star, but has the desire to live a normal life. And when I think about this, I think of The Lakes. And I love that she is a pop star, but I also respect that she has a life of her own. And I love that for her. You know, really this started in, I'd say 2016, 2017 is when we really saw, like, you know, after the backlash in the summer, she really kind of started to go away for a bit. And did that break my heart as a fan? Yes. But I just wanted her to be happy. And it turns out she was really happy, and she found the love of her life. And can we just, Joe Alwyn. And I would just like to say, I love that she never thought that she would find somebody who wanted to be in this with her because of her life, because of the flashing lights. But she found her safe place. She found her safe person, and she found places that they could run to, and she could be herself without any cameras, without any flashing lights. You know, who's going to be there for her when those lights go off in that stadium? I love that for her. Alexa, play the lakes, you know? New adventures I may have not taken without her. Meaning, I got on a plane by myself and flew across the country to see her for the closing nights of the Reputation Stadium tour in the US. I flew to Arlington, Texas, which is halfway across the country from me, by myself to meet up with my friends and see her, and the most fun I ever had, and I'd do it over and over again if I could. Would I have gone to a car race? No. No. Why would I have gone to a car race? Only to see Taylor Swift. I mean, that still stands correct. But like, I wouldn't have done those things if it wasn't for her. You know, like, there's so many things. Like, I wouldn't have just in September randomly said, Bobby, which is my best friend, do you want to go to New York City to like see Jingle Ball? But it was Taylor Swift's 30th birthday and I was not about to miss that. So what did we do? We hopped on a plane and I went to New York City for the first time to see Taylor Swift and to see New York City. Oh my God. Like, so many first time experiences because of Taylor, and truly that's so special to me. Even getting my first like perfume, like I had Bath and Body Works, but like my first perfume, Wonderstruck by Taylor Swift. The way you can visualize her songs is my next one. Her songs aren't just like cookie cutter, is what I'm gonna say. What the terminology I'm gonna use, I guess. Her songs, and what comes to mind is her song If This Was a Movie. Like, you can just see this situation in your head. You can see All Too Well in your head. You can see all these beautiful songs and storytellings. If it's sad, beautiful, tragic, you know, no matter what it is. The Lucky One is an also great example. Mary Song, which, oh my God, the re-recording of that. Like, you can visually see these songs, which is something I personally love, and I can see the same story every time I listen to that song. It's like a little music video playing in my head, and I love that. She said, I never let go of a hug first because you don't know how badly the other person needs it. Now, if that didn't just make you fall in love with Taylor Swift, I don't know what to tell you at this point. That is precious. That's precious. When I tell you this woman's hugs are like no other hug I've ever had, I mean it. And I'm not just saying that because I've been a fan for a long time since Love Story. Like, I'm telling you that genuinely. Like, I've never had a better hug in my life. Like, you can tell she hugs you so tight. And it's like, you don't know how bad that other person needs that hug. And the fact that she said that, don't even get me started. I will cry right now. Her shows are a show. And what I mean by that is, she puts on a concert. Like, not a concert. Oh, I'm going to see a concert. A concert. Like, the Reputation Stadium tour. Like, a whole performance. 1989. A whole performance. The Speak Now World Tour. How do you define magic in one tour? Speak Now. Like, are you kidding me? Her props, her choreography, the background dancers, the little stories in between, the production, chef's kiss all the way around. If you have not been to a Taylor Swift show, when she goes back on tour, go. You won't regret it. She listens to fans' opinions and thoughts. Love this too. She mentioned this when Red Taylor's version came out, and she talked about how much she knew. And we changed the meaning of All Too Well for her. When she used to play it on the Red Tour, she used to get so like choked up, and then she saw how much we loved it and how much we screamed it back to her and knew every single word. And that is how you change the song All Too Well for me. I will cry right now. And so she released a 10-minute version because she knew we wanted to hear it, and I love that so much. And Taylor Swift, if you're listening and you want an opinion, please put I'd Lie on debut Taylor's version. Okay. Oh, and permanent marker. Okay. XOXO. She's genuinely just such a good person. That's literally what I have next. And I know that's like bland or like basic, but it's true. You can just tell that she is a good human. Genuine heart. She goes out of her way for her fans, her family. She's just a good person, and I wish people saw that. I wish they looked past the headlines. I literally put for 31, her nose scrunch. Now listen, I know this isn't like a reason to love Taylor Swift, but this goes deeper. Like her little mechanisms, like when she like sticks out her I can't even do it. When she's like you know the face. Or like when she does her little nose scrunch, as a fan, I combust, okay? Like, I've seen it a million times, but like she's just so pure. Like that's literally what I can describe it as. She's just such a pure heart. Like she is a child. She's childlike and she's whimsical, and I love that about her, you know, like in the best way possible. Like she can still make those cute little faces, and like it's just her little mechanisms. Like number 32, she gives credit where it's due. She gives credit to the little artists. She stands up for the smaller artists. Like, I love that about her. And, you know, even if she posts something on Instagram, she credits a photo. Like, she's not going to be like, yeah, I took this from stage. Like, she credits it, and she gives credit where it's due, because she knows, like, you know, that she doesn't like that her masters got sold. And she wants to make sure that everybody gets credit. And I truly love that about her. So, those were my 32 reasons that I wrote down for now. I could have written a lot more, to be honest. I tried to condense it, and I tried to keep these brief, but yeah, you guys, I love you guys so much. I hope this video entertained you in some way. Taylor, I don't know if you'll ever watch this, but if you do, happy birthday. I truly love you so much. Thank you for being the constant in my life, my person, my rock, my inspiration, the one I hold so close to my heart. Truly, you have no idea what you mean to me, and thank you for everything that you do. You mean so much to me, and I will always be by your side. I am never leaving, and I just wanted to make this. And anyways, you guys, I love you guys so much. I hope this video entertained you in some way, and I sincerely hope I see you, yes, you, in the next one. Bye, guys.